welcome to another talk from the Legal Street Brawler. If you're having issues with the law and would like to pick up a few tips, tricks, or just some good old encouragement, please like and subscribe so you can keep up with this channel. We keep it simple here by mainly covering traffic and consumer law. Child molesters, rapists, thieves, and murderers need not apply. I personally do not have experience in those areas whatsoever. Therefore, I would not be able nor want to advise anyone in those matters. Speaking of advice, you may not take this video or my talks or any other videos posted on this channel as legal advice. The facts of the law will simply be stated here along with personal opinions, but what you do is on you, no one else. All right. Now that we've got the description and disclaimer out of the way, let's get started. Right now, we are all going through what is easily the most devastating crisis to occur in the past century, the COVID-19 pandemic. If any of you out there have been negatively impacted by this ongoing crisis, I want you to know that I hope the best for you. Many are struggling financially, and many were struggling before all of this happened, which finally gets to my point. Debt collectors were coming out of the woodwork before all of this happened, and now that some time has passed, some of the really desperate firms are still trying to find ways to get easy default judgments against weary consumers who may have thrown in the towel during the pandemic. If you're one of those people, it's probably not in your best interest to give up. Always remember that it is your right to defend yourself and that there are laws in place to protect you from these predators. I speak from experience. When those debt collectors or attorneys or whatever they want to call themselves stand before the judge, they have dozens of names of consumers who didn't respond to dunning letters and didn't respond to complaints brought against them, thus resulting in a default judgment. To this day, I've only been a witness to one other person other than myself who showed up in court to defend himself in debt litigation. That's right, I was one of them, and I can tell you that we both won our cases. The sad truth is most people bury their heads in the sand. They think if they run away that the debt collectors that are chasing them will get tired and give up, but this is never the case. Debt collection is a business. If they don't collect, they don't eat, so you better believe they will keep coming after you. It costs them very little to make a phone call, send letters, and even file lawsuits. It's the fight that pushes them back. Like Mike Tyson says, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face. Responding to the dunning letter is that punch in the face to debt collection firms. Responding to the complaint, as well as showing up in court, end up being the finishing blows to your opponent. Taking these three vital steps will secure one's defense in the unfortunate process of debt collection and litigation. In many cases, the collection agency will back off if they get a response to a dunning letter. In some cases, they won't back off after the response, which will lead to them filing a complaint with the court. That's fine. Answer it within the specified time period and make sure you show up to court on the date that you're summoned to be there. The rest will work itself out as long as you stick to your guns. Understand that all of this is truly nothing more than a bluff. Right now, the debt collection industry is experiencing a significant drop in revenue, just like many others. I'm sure they're throwing out a lot of cases because they realize if they were having a hard time getting money out of consumers before, they'll certainly be hard-pressed to get anything now. However, this is no time to let your guard down. If you are being harassed by debt collectors, they will be back. And thanks to this channel, you will be ready.